out. We're gonna find out. What is going on, everyone? Hope y'all having a great and blessed day. Today is Sunday, 27th, or March 27th. And as promised on our last episode, this episode, we have Kia here with us in the building. Intuitive Keys. You know the vibes. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, What's up, people? My name is Keys, and I'm spiritually inclined and intuitive, and pulling cards is what I do. I am an energy healer. I am a full spectrum doula, and I'm a psychic medium. This is what we do.
I love to hear it, baby. I love to hear it. Nah, I'm excited for this one, bro.
I am too.
First time we tried this, it didn't work. But we stayed on there. We kept doing it, but we never were able to post
consistency.
Yeah, we ended up just having our hour and a half long FaceTime call.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it ended up being.
Literally. But yeah, for those of you who do not know, if you, in case missed the memo in the previous episode when we spoke about Kia, Kia is Chaucer's sister, the older sister.
She's my little sister.
Wow.
I'm the older sibling.
Yeah.
I'm about 76. She's about 40.
The first time I met Kia though was it we were still in IM, right?
Yeah, dude.
So was it 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first time I met Kia was 2020. I was in Chaucer's backyard tripping on shrooms. I was tripping on
shrooms.
I was tripping on like an 8 shrooms. Turned into a tree. A lot was going on. But yeah, I went to the front and he just happened to be there. We were just talking and caught a vibe from there. And then after that, I had actually done a tarot card reading with her. Probably like a couple months later or something like that. And then recently, as I've been talking about, I did the spiritual coaching with her for. It was what? It was supposed to be technically 8 weeks. She was supposed to do 2 weeks of session, but me and her, like I said, caught a vibe. And it was damn near like 3 months. Very impactful 3 months of my life, I could say. A lot of shit has changed since then. Like a lot of shit has changed. And yeah, but without further ado, I do want to ask you a question that I've been wanting to ask you since I've had conversation with you. I just never asked because I wanted it to be a podcast question.
Okay.
So when did you first know that you were spiritually inclined? Like, what was your first experience? And then what was your first experience, and what was that experience like?
Ooh, my first so I'm considered a highly sensitive person. Some people call us empaths, where we're able to feel the energy or feel the feelings of other people. So, and astrologically, I'm a Cancer. I'm known as the feeler or the nurturer of the zodiac. So I've always been a very intuitive and sensitive person. And that as I grew older and started learning about my abilities and learning what clairsentient actually means. Clairsentient means clear feeling. It means that I can literally physically feel other people's feelings in my body. So to say my first experience, honestly, I couldn't tell you. I will tell you that shit just started getting weird in my life, okay? But I was in a car accident in high school, so they say near-death experiences actually change you. So I was in a car accident, a real bad car accident when I was in high school. My friends was racing, bro. Oh, he look like he don't know the story. My friends was racing.
Nah. I know the story, bro, but it's just like near-death experiences change you.
Yeah.
I just had 3 of them in the last 8 months, bro.
Bro,
I'm just saying, that just kind of caught me off guard real quick.
Shit get wild. I had a near-death experience. I had to be I was 17, and my friends were racing that block over there by UPS, that long ass block. They were racing. I think if you go all the way down, I think you come off on somewhere in Hempstead, but you have to make either a left or a right.
Yep.
And they ran the light and oncoming, so they ran the light and oncoming traffic was coming this way. So they smacked the car, totaled a brand new Camry. And I can remember in the car, when I felt the impact, I felt myself get pushed forward. But I saw my friend who didn't have on the seatbelt, I saw her get pushed forward too, and she was the driver. I was a passenger. I threw my arm over her and threw her back, and I flew forward. But I had my seatbelt on. So the airbag fucked all my shit up. Like airbag broke my glasses, cut my face. My seatbelt restrained me so much that I had burn marks in my skin. It literally burnt my skin. That's how hard it restrained me. Didn't pop or anything, but it restrained the hell out of me. And from there, I became sensitive to light. Like after that, I wasn't able to be in like bright space. You know how it is when you go on a trip and taking shrooms? Mm-hmm. How everything is just HD and shit and everything is super fucking bright. That's how my brain started to pick up on things. So I actually started seeing auras after that. I would be able to see auras around people.
What the fuck?
Freak me out, bro.
I saw that shit in the movie one day.
Freaks me the fuck out. Listen, it's not easy finding out you're a psychic because it doesn't come on like how they put it on TV and shit like that. So Raven moment. It can happen for some people, but for those people who happen like near-death experiences, something changes. It's wild, bro. It is wild. And then from there, one of the crazy experiences. I know I'm going off track, but one of the craziest
thing, bro. Thing, bro. We're listening.
It's your episode.
I was in the car driving home from work one day, and because they're different, people have psychic abilities. They come in different ways. Some people can literally physically feel other people's feelings. Some people can pick up on the energy frequency and be able to read some people's thoughts. Some people they'll hear things and things like that. So I was in the car by myself having a whole concert, music blasting, driving home from work. I literally heard somebody call my name to the point that it felt so natural that I responded out loud while I'm in the car by myself. It was like, Kia, and I was like, yes, and I was like, oh. Yeah, no, fuck that. I started cut the music in the car off, drove the rest of the way home in silence. It freaked me out that bad because it's like, I know I heard somebody call my name, but I'm the only person sitting here.
Yeah, nah.
What? How can that be explained?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm
fucking
not
nuts.
my own name over my concert voice? Hell no, I'm having no fun. Right.
Bro, as you were saying that just now, I know you saw my head turn, but as you were saying that, bro, all I heard was a big, and then I saw Simba's head go like that, and I was like, but I don't know. Every time I get on here with Angel, bro, something was always happening in my room, nonstop. I'm always hearing critters or something. Something's always taking place. We're here, though, bro. We here. And I'm excited for this.
It's wild, like,
yeah, that is crazy. To go from a fucking car accident to seeing auras, like.
I became really sensitive to light. I couldn't be in like spaces that had the light was just too bright, and then from there I started seeing like glowy shit around people. I thought I was tripping, but of course I wasn't able. I didn't feel comfortable explaining it to people at the time because people already thought I was fucking crazy and over emotional. Like
that's
people the type of family I come from, they was not going to believe that shit. Like they would have thought I was being crazy, and niggas would have tried to put me on medication. Like, oh,
literally.
Maybe
that's low, bro.
Like, no, like
it's facts.
So, like, post that, where or pre that, did you ever have any like intuitive like just things that would happen that you remember? Or was it just like kind of like post that? It kind of just was like a domino effect where like this shit started happening out of nowhere.
I think that car accident was a catalyst to open it up, really. Because I've always being intuitive means that you just have an inner knowing. And sometimes you have an inner knowing for things that you don't have no concrete knowledge or any evidence of actually happening. I have a doorbell.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear that?
Wait. That was a genuine moment. But like what?
like because who would be ringing me? Weird shit starts that. Listen, I tell people all the time when they speak to me, I don't know what it is. Shit gets weird. You start seeing shit after that. You start seeing numbers. You start thinking people talking to you. You start seeing weird shit. You open up because your mind is now expanded. So once you allow your mind to go past that barrier, it starts the synchronicity start happening to you more. So now you seeing things in your house. I got bells and shit and doors going off in my house, and nobody's coming to fucking see me. Like nobody's here to see me. But I've always been a super intuitive person. I've always known things before they happen. I didn't express it openly though. because it's like people, they would call it just like just knowing like. Or no, or the coincidence. They would call it coincidences. Like, but that was a coincidence, and it's like, okay,
if you say so, if that's what you believe, like, nah, bro.
Right.
Once you come to this side of the spectrum, you start feeling and seeing different shit. You can't go back.
So now, all right, I have another question. So because people would say it was a coincidence or anything like that, did it ever at any point make you like doubt what was going on in your head, whatever have you, like the shit that you knew was about to happen or whatever? Like when people were telling you it was coincidence, like what did it put self doubt in you?
Absolutely.
And now, what did you do for yourself to get rid of that self doubt?
I stopped listening to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I had to, like, literally, because I'm a sensitive person, and because of the childhood that I have, it would be hard for me to sometimes be able to trust myself. And sometimes I would feel like I was a bad judge of character. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Ghetto moment.
Yo, what the?
I ain't gonna cap though, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What the fuck?
I've been on the phone with her mad times.
Bro, I've
house.
had 16 sessions with her, and that doorbell never.
That has
I've
never
heard that shit in my life. I've never heard.
How many
that shit
times
in my
I've been
life.
to that house? Nothing. That shit has never happened there, bro. I have never heard that.
I told you,
rebel.
motherfuckers, that I wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
weird things.
Niggas gonna think we crazy forever.
My life gets weird, y'all. Excuse me for a minute. Do you need me to mute this? Because my grandmother's calling me.
If you want to mute it, you can go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
Hold on.
This shit is crazy.
This shit is fire, bro. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
No,
This is so dope.
This shit is.
This is so
This is
dope.
hilarious.
Yo, one thing I do want to do while we're in this little break right here, though.
Mm.
Angel doesn't know this, but tomorrow is Kali's birthday, bro. I just want to give a shout out to Kali. Tomorrow
he's
is
on
your
the 28th?
birthday. Yeah, birthday is 28th.
Happy birthday, Kylie.
Happy birthday, bro.
You a bitch.
Appreciate you,
I'm just
motherfucker.
You're not a bitch. I haven't seen him in a minute though. Actually, no, I lied. I fucking bro. One day I went to the smoke shop and then I saw him and
And Kayla?
Kayla like just randomly, like so
Yeah, I
random.
think they told me about that.
Like so,
Like,
like I was dead ass pulling out, and then like all of a sudden they got out the car. I was like, oh shit, I parked. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Nah, bro, those goons. Nah, yeah. When we get off of here, I'm gonna go chill with them, cut the cake.
All right, I'm back. Because
Oh yeah, let's get it.
clearly all type of shit happens. Like, all type of shit just requires my attention.
So
Nah,
back
you
to
good,
the self, the whole self doubt thing.
Right. So I've always been. Well, there's some things that have happened based in my childhood that have caused me to doubt my decisions, doubt my intuition, doubt my inner knowing. So when it came to me realizing that these things and these coincidences weren't just coincidences, they were actually things that I have been picking up on. Yeah, I had to tune other people out. I really had to tune people out, and learning to trust yourself is not easy. Allowing yourself to just process that inner mind and what you say to yourself, and learning to really trust your decisions and trust your choices and know that I can do this. I don't need to ask somebody else or to do these things. It took years. People think that shit happens overnight. It took years.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was about to ask you next. Was when we like, what was the
It took
window
years.
of like from the point of recognition?
Hold on, because she's playing with my mouth.
You're
I see you.
I'm weak. Yo, motherfuckers think we be bugging.
Playing with her what?
Her mouse. Like the mouse for her keyboard.
Oh,
Not like I don't think she has a fucking pet mouse.
No, my mouth.
Yeah, that's what he was like. Yeah,
I
nah.
have a baby in my house, and my mouse was on the couch, and she's playing with the mouse, but it's moving on my laptop. So I'm like, oh shit, she about to cut something off. It took me a long time to get on it. We're not doing that. Like,
that's a fact, bro.
But you see how distractions come in, bro? When they don't really want you to
Yeah.
put information out there, it's very real. Like it's very
Facts.
real. It's
But yeah,
very-
that was gonna be my next question though. Was gonna be like, what was I guess from like the time of recognition of realizing in your life that like there was self doubt to the point of fixing it. Because I'm only asking for the people who are listening, because the person that they're hearing talk to us right now, this is a work in progress. It's not like it just came out the fucking womb and was thinking the way that you think and doing the shit that you do the way that you do it.
No, it took. When people ask me that question a lot, like, how did you know you was gifted? And I honestly tell them it took a bad relationship for me to really trust myself.
Like
It took an emotionally and physically, sometimes it took an abusive and traumatic experience for me to be able to trust myself. So I've been sensitive, you know, been picking up on people's feelings since childhood. And even in high school, you know, I struggled with still being able to just trust myself and being confident in my decisions. But it wasn't until I got in my 20s that they started kicking in more, especially after that high school car accident. So getting into a relationship that was a traumatic experience actually put my gifts in overdrive. So that's like, you thinking somebody lying to you, but now you questioning yourself like, is it me? Am I just tripping? Am I bugging? When really my intuition is telling me, no, what you're feeling is right, and it's going to keep coming back. So coming into your gifts, even learning to just trust yourself or building your confidence, it's not something that you develop overnight. A lot of people fail to realize that life is a series of events and processes. Some things people got to go back to the past to understand what took place. That way they can be okay and at peace with where they are now, but it gives them focus on what they can look for in the future, what they can strive to in the future. So it's not easy at all. It's not.
Facts. Well, especially in the era that we live in now, because the only thing that everyone sees is the final product.
Absolutely.
You don't ever see the process. So I want to highlight the fact that there is a process, because I don't need anybody listening to this thinking that, hey, I'm gonna figure everything out overnight, because it's not gonna happen that way. You gotta realize that you're gonna go through shit, like you're saying right now. Like especially if you're really destined for great things, like you're gonna go through the most traumatic experiences in your life. Yeah, like it's gonna happen.
Welcome to being a chosen one, for real.
Yeah, but you can't let that deter you from being who you're supposed to be.
Nah, I just had a psychic moment, because right before I turned on this video, that's the fucking song that was playing. Mm-hmm. And it's a song that every time I get in the radio, I keep hearing. It's like repetitive now. You get in the car, turn on the radio, and I don't even listen to the regular radio. And that's the song that I hear over and over again. And that's the song that was playing right before the video cut on. It's not easy being the chosen one.
It's not, bro.
And the chosen one is usually the person in the family that people look at. Some people call them the black sheep, or the ones that don't be around too many people, or the ones that think differently or do differently or feel things differently. It's those people that are the chosen ones, because they're the leader to do something different. That's what the chosen one means.
You know what I find weird though? Like in like the weirdest, like oddest way, because I look at a lot of like different scenarios, different people, different families, and you can like specifically see that one individual. But then I like take it away and I look at like you, me, and Kyra, and it's like we're just one separated into three, and we're all like that one black sheep, just one part of one black sheep that's all doing one thing. That shit, the way I look at that is like, fuck, that's insane.
Well, with that situation though, isn't it like y'all have different, or do you all have different fathers, or do you and Kyra have the same father?
Me and Kyra have the same dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say that probably plays a part in it too. But I know, Kia, you have a separate father, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why do you think that plays a part though? Why would you think that plays a part?
I think that because you have a separate lineage. You have a separate lineage on one side than he does on another side.
But we came from the same womb.
You're right. But it does take two to procreate.
That's true.
Just
I'm just spitballing.
Nah.
I'm just curious as to why your brain went there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, but I feel like, I don't know.
And aren't you and Kyra like not even that far off in age?
No.
What's the age difference?
A year, a month, and a day.
So Irish twins.
Yeah.
111.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
OD. That's wild.
It's fucking scary, bro.
That's wild.
It's scary.
That ass came out. Because like, all right, I'm Joseph V2.
It's like three different sections of the same person going through the same thing, just in different ways. That's what it literally is. Because like we all went through the same thing, the same processes, and realized the same things in different experiences through different vessels. Kyra realized it a little bit later than we did, but like I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I give her props and I give her credit as due, bro. Because once she got it, she got it. It wasn't like, oh, I got it and now I have to kind of travel my way up. It was like, nah, I got it and I'm going. She's zooming, bro. So it's like, I don't know. Seeing the three of us like this, and you add an angel into this too, it's like, there has to be more people out there, bro, that kind of have, that similar feeling, that similar vibe.
Yeah, they definitely are.
There definitely are. Even on my journey, understanding my gifts, once I started to accept that there's some things that I just know, other people like me started to show up. I bumped into one particular person. I mean, we're no longer friends, but I bumped into one particular person who called herself a psychic medium. Now, I've heard of psychics. I wasn't too into mediums at the time. I just didn't understand it. But I knew what psychics were. So when she started explaining how she was picking up on things, I'm like, wait, I do that. I said, holy shit, I'm a medium. I said, I told that people. Like I can smell the scent of a person that has passed on and be talking to somebody that I've never met and pick up on one of their relatives. That shit is odd. Other people like that I started to attract that. They call it attracting your tribe. You attract others like you when your brain is able to move past those barriers. So there are definitely others. We're not the only people who think the way that we do, or who process information, or who pick up on signs and synchronicities like that. It's just that, like he said, everybody's on their different path. We're learning the same thing, sometimes in different stages of life. So, like, some of the things that my siblings went through, I went through as well, especially when it came to our dads. Like, I went through some of the same things, but I realized how I was able to help them through it because I had been there already. So I can't control that experience for them, but I was able to guide them along the way because I had been through that experience already. So sometimes you go through the same things as other people, just at different points in your life. So I honestly think Kyra's always had it. It just took
no,
accepting it.
Bro, listen. It's always there. You feel me? Listen. It's always there. It just depends on when you get to the time of that person that you are that has that. That's all it is. You just have to get to that moment, that time that pops up where it's like, oh shit, that realization, like, I am, like, that's me, like, I do this, like, this is exactly who I am and what I bring to the table type shit. You feel me? Like, once you have that realization, that's when you get it.
It's like Tony Stark at the end of Iron Man 1.
Exactly, bro.
When
he really was
Iron
like,
Man.
You know what? I am Iron Man. Say less. I do what I gotta do.
I am Iron Man.
He lived, no matter what happens, bro. That's one of the people that's like gonna live forever because, like, boom, he's gone. Don't care about nothing, bro. Made his decision. Type shit. Nah.
It is really. I'm not gonna lie. Being a psychic medium is pretty fucking cool. Like, I'm gonna get the experience I had.
I can imagine.
I went to the bar last night with my uncle and his girlfriend. Now I know it's gonna be recorded, so I can put too much of my family business out there. There's definitely a spirit in my house right now because something keeps flying past that light and it's not a bug.
Hey man. Tweet.
Just to make sure because weird shit happens in here. So I went to the bar yesterday and I was picking up on some energy. Meanwhile, I had just came from a gender reveal, so I was kind of smized. Like, I had a shot of Patron.
Everybody having a baby.
Huh?
Everybody and their mother having babies right now.
I know. I'm a doula. This is business. Don't hold on. Hold on. I can't get my coin. But everybody and their mama is pregnant, bro.
I think I'm gonna have to swing you some business, my dude. I have to swing you some business, dude. If she's down with it, I'll see. And then I'll let you know. Okay.
I'm in a bar yesterday. I was picking up on some energy, whatever. What you say? I think I missed that. What you say? What we talking about?
Oh, I said I swing you some business.
I know, but what was we talking about? I mean, what are you trying to tell me on the video, brother?
I said I'll swing you some business. I think I have somebody that may be interested in your services.
Oh, okay.
So if that individual,
what are you not telling me?
If that individual is interested in your services, I'll put you and that individual together in conversation.
Okay. Say less.
Gotcha.
I was in the bar yesterday, and now for some reason, every time I go to this bar, something interesting happens. So the first time I went to this bar, I call it the old head bar. First time I go to the bar, this lady walked past me. I don't know if you guys are young. I don't know if you guys know who Eartha Kitt is or what she looks like.
Hell no.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm old. Whenever you get a chance, look up Eartha Kitt, okay? You just have to see her things like Eartha.
K-I-T?
Yeah, K-I-T-T, something like that. But yeah, Eartha Kitt. Very prominent, distinguished face. And if you were to listen to her talk, and very purrish, very old lady, sassy purrish, like, yeah, one of those. So, very prominent woman. I believe she was an actress, but she was great at what she did. So I saw this lady, and she walked past me. She had this leopard thing on. I was like, "Oh, you remind me of Eartha Kitt." And she looked at me, and she was like, "You got the gift." And I was like,
What?
I know, but back up. Like, I hate when I know it.
Yeah.
She literally walked up to me, and I said, "Oh my gosh, you look so nice." You know, I'm a nice person. So, "Oh my gosh, you look so nice. You remind me of Eartha Kitt." And she looked at me, and she was like, "You have the gift." She said, "You can see. You have the gift." And then she was it's a Yoruba, it's called an African traditional religion or spirituality that Yoruba people follow. Yoruba in Nigeria, okay, with the Ifa faith and the Ifa practice, and they celebrate ancestor veneration, where they celebrate and pray to their ancestors, asking them for guidance. They also follow what's known as the Orishas. So certain Orishas, they say, rule people or walk with certain people. They carry the energy or the spirit of that Orisha. And she started naming her Orisha in front of me. Meanwhile, all I said to this lady was, "Hey, you remind me of Eartha Kitt." And she looks at me and she's like, "You got the gift." And I snatched my hand away because, like, now I'm fixing my turban. Like, hold on. I wear turbans a lot to keep my crown covered because I have a very sensitive crown chakra. So I keep my crown covered. Is how I get my messages from spirit. So a lot of people are used to me seeing me with my head covered with the turban on or something like that. So I'm in the bar now fixing my stuff, but it was so weird. And I noticed that she kept wanting to be near me in the bar. Meanwhile, I don't know this old ass lady from nowhere. I'm in the bar last night, and I started feeling some energy, and I was having these thoughts in my head, like, she really think I'm about to run up this tab. I'm not gonna use no names, but it's like, she really think I'm about to run up this tab. She really think I'm not about to give him no money. And I'm peeping the scene, and I'm watching two people. I'm watching them text each other and look up at certain times. I'm just reading the room right now and reading the people in front of me.
The energy,
even knowing that I'm doing it, but I had just smoked. I had already had a shot, and I was just sitting there chilling. I was just chilling. I'm sitting here like, is it me? I'm thinking I'm bugging. Like, is it me? So then the person across from me is like, "Yo, do you want a chicken wing?" And at first I said, "Nah." And then I realized, no, we're actually hungry. So I went and grabbed one. The person sitting across from me next to that person goes back to texting on their phone. I said, "Oh shit." Now I'm peeping the scene, right? So the person gets up. They're like, "Hey, you want a drink?" And I tell them what I want, and I watch Shorty's face change. So when that person was going, I said, "Hey, do they have Zelle?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, they got it. I said, "Okay, cool." When the person came back, I was like, "Yo, like, what's your Zelle? I'm gonna send you the money." They was like, "What are you talking about?" What are you talking about? I knew they were family. So it was like, "What are you talking about? Like, I don't want that." I was like, "No, I'm gonna give you the money towards it. Like, don't, like, I'll send it to you." He was like, "No, like." He shooed me away, like, basically. He shooed me away, gave me the drink, and then went and asked me if I wanted another one and got me another one. But the girl, her friend later came. And when her friend went to go order a drink, the girl whispered to me, the same girl that I asked if the person has Zelle, the girl whispered to me, "Yeah, because I don't want her running up my tab." And I could have fucking lost it in the bar. Like, yo, I was just fucking... So that was you thinking that. So you really was thinking that. So now I was patting myself on the back in the bar. Meanwhile, all this shit goes through my brain that quickly. Peeping the whole scene that quickly. But when her came in and Shorty came to me, was like, "I don't want them running up on my tab." I looked at her and I was like, "So you was sending me that fucking energy that I was feeling," which is why I brought up the Zelle in the first place. You tried to fucking play me. Don't do that. She then asked me, "Can you read my daughter?" So you know I just read. It was so fucking weird in that bar, bro. I'm gonna have to blog my fucking brain because the way it went through my brain that quickly, and then for her to say that to me to confirm what I was thinking, and then for her to ask me to read her daughter, which means that you know I just fucking read you. So you know, because I said what you was thinking. I know what you was texting that person. Don't fucking play with me like that.
Bro, people be trying to play, bro.
Fucking play with
People
me.
try to play. And this is exactly why I just stay away.
Bro.
This is exactly why I stay away. Because, bro,
There is rising. I'm throwing that fire.
bro, that's exactly why I stay away. Because we can read people very, very, very well. And I learned it from you. So it's like, if I just sat here and listened to everything you just did, knowing that I do the same shit every day, bro, oh my God. And I know Angel be doing the same thing, bro. I know he was sitting there like, oh, you trying to play? Say less. Out of here, walking away. You're bugging, bro. Don't try and play me.
I was proud.
Get out of here, bro.
In that moment, though, here's why mindfulness comes into place, especially when you are a person who thinks the way that we do, and you're sensitive to energy, where you can feel the shifts of energy. Mindfulness comes into place because now you have a decision to make. I could have spazzed out in that moment.
Yes.
Him being under the influence, like, bitch, you know I can read you. You think I'm not gonna give him no money for this? Like, I'm gonna run up y'all tab? First of all, me and this person is family. So whether they offering to buy me something, if he need it, he knows he can come to me. But because of who this person is to me, you're bugging and you're out of line. But it's a thought that she had. So it's like, Rocky, you gotta chill. Cause she's not paying. People who know me forget that I'm like this. So they forget how and it gets very hard being a psychic person because sometimes it takes a lot of self-control. And this is why I like to say it takes a lot of self-control.
Ridiculous.
To be able to pick up on the energy and not emotionally react to it. Now I have to think with my logical brain. So now I know what you're thinking. So now I'm going to ask you what you're thinking. Does this person have Zelle? Because I know what you're thinking in your head. She about to get drinks and she about to eat and he's going to have to pay for all of that. So I asked the question. Her whole facial expression changed. But when her own friend came in and she whispered that to me, I don't want her running up on my tab. You just confirmed what I was thinking. I could have been emotional. I chose not to do that. I smiled to myself because I'm that fucking good.
Yes, bro. That's good. Good
I'm
shit.
That fucking good. I pat myself and said, yo, you're fucking good, bro.
Yes, bro.
The universe was giving me confirmation. That's how I learned to trust my intuition. You got to pause sometimes when something is sent to you. Because I could have been reckless in that moment or I could have responded emotionally. I had to analyze the situation from a 360. Yeah, you tried to play me, but I'm smarter than you. Now I know what you're thinking. Use it to your advantage. I know where you're going with this. So let me control myself.
Yo, bro. Can I tell y'all a secret real quick? Like some crazy shit?
Well,
because the way that you're just thinking right now, and this is a podcast, I don't think anybody really gonna hear this when it comes down to like my company that I work for. You feel me? But like, I low key, the last couple of years working at this company, have been managing the store, but allowing my manager to manage it. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like on some serious, like, I understand what I bring to the store. So I value myself a lot higher, but I allow him to think that he is of power in the store because I just abide by. But everybody else in that store will tell you straight up, I learned this from Chaucer. I learned this from Chaucer. I got this from Chaucer. Oh yeah, Chaucer told me that. I learned how to do this from Chaucer. Little kids come in the store, who's the first person they ask for? Chaucer. Nah, bro.
Listen,
I know what I've been doing, bro. You told me, you literally just confirmed, and I was like, nah, because if this thought matches what she's about to say, forget about it. I gotta bring it up, bro.
No. And it's something like I tell my little sister this when people get her frustrated because of my sister's birth chart placements and because of her just naturally being a passionate person, you know, she get people, they like to throw darts at her. And her lashing back, she's gonna knock you the fuck out. So I tried to tell her this, you know, you don't respond to stupid people. And I've been telling her that for years. Every time somebody was getting ready to get into a fight or something like that, somebody was coming to her crazy or she hit me with a crazy situation, I tell her all the time, you don't respond to stupid people. She's stupid. This person is stupid. And when I mean stupid, I don't mean like how mentally or how much knowledge you have. I just mean like this person is ignorant. And for you to respond back to that brings you down to their level. You're smarter than them. And it's so interesting how this is tying into Aries season, okay? Because now I'm about to go off on a little tangent for a minute. My brain is spinning right now. But Aries season, Aries are Rams. So Aries Aries they're ruled by the planet Mars. The planet Mars is the planet of aggression, war, action, getting shit started. Okay, Mars is the initiate. Mars is the catalyst. Mars is putting fire underneath your ass, no matter how that fire comes out.
I was just saying this, literally in the car on my way home. I was like, March is like my month. It's not my birthday. I don't do anything in March. It's Angel's birthday. It's Kali's birthday. But I know for a fact that when March 1st comes around, bro, I'm like, oh shit, wait a second. Let me buckle up my helmet real quick, put my shoulder pads on, because I'm about to grind. Like, I don't know what it is, but I like go straight to work. And I just go hard in March, bro. And then after March comes, it's like, this is like the come up season. You gotta play it right.
Real, y'all. And for everybody, astrology is real, okay? Because in March, you have you cross out of Pisces season and you go into Aries season. Now, Aries are technically the newborns of the zodiac. They're the babies. So imagine a woman. I mean, I know you guys don't have any kids yet, but if you
not yet.
Because you got something to tell me, bro.
Definitely not yet.
Text, like, you've been sending some wild shit lately. Like, I don't know. You might have a surprise for niggas. I don't know. It's a year full of fucking surprises for people. I know it's gonna be somebody close to me. I've been having certain symptoms lately that I don't usually have.
You better tell Sarah to find out, motherfucker. Cause
I don't know. I've been having.
You know, he said, "Yo, bro, I have a headache." Yo, she's at work today, bro. Like, oh, I got a headache. I'm like, from
I had one before. I had one before
know
I got on here, but I woke up with a headache. But I thought it's from me. I'm not a drinker. So me having that little baby shot and 2 strawberry margaritas and fruity ass drinks, I woke up with a headache. But I've been having symptoms lately that are not normal for my body. And I literally was having. Let me tell you how real this shit is, right?
Yo. You know when your sister, I know your heart's in your ass.
I was at my house the other day, right? Talking to my mother and my sister in the kitchen. And y'all boys, but well, fuck it. For everybody, there might be a girl listening to this, all right? My fucking boobs was hurting. And I was like, ow, like, what the fuck is going on? It was like, well, you know, the cycle coming. And I was like, no. I said, no, these feel like pregnancy titties. Like, when a woman's body starts to change in the first trimester, one of the first symptoms that she has is her boobs get sore. Her boobs get sore. She may like her nose, her body hormonally, her body starts to change first. So the things that she picking up, it just her body gonna be a little fucking off. The first trimester is wild. I know y'all boys.
Nah, bro.
First trimester
I'm
is
not gonna lie.
Wild. Wild.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think
living with y'all my entire life so far has prepared me in every way, shape, or form possible to really make sure that I'm okay with the woman, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like attitudes, period. I don't give a shit what that shit is, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, do your thing. I don't care. Have your attitude. All right. Fuck.
Listen, but that's what's going to make you a great man because now you have an understanding of women. You've been around enough women to know the certain changes. Nah, I'm just going to ignore her right now.
Oh yeah, bro.
Give her some space. You already have certain knowledge about women in general. I mean, even though we're your family, but still we're women first.
Yeah, being tapped into the feminine energy.
You have an advantage.
That's what it really, bro. That's what he just said. Is straight facts. Like he said, you like tapped into the feminine energy. But I was tapped into it from like early age.
Most people aren't. Well,
most men aren't.
Most men aren't. Because they think it makes you soft, but really it makes you a bozo.
Bro,
and it makes you ignorant as fuck. That's what it makes you. And you think you are, what you think it makes you is a hard nigga, but it doesn't. It honestly makes you more of a bitch than anything else if you're just gonna disregard how a woman feels.
Like
and disregard the fact that exists.
The best blessing. The best blessing. Because it's like, bro, it's the best of both worlds. You have to understand that a lot of stuff is ruled by your emotion, bro. And if you don't understand that, then like you're probably less of a man than you think you are. But if you understand your emotions, but then mix that feminine energy with your masculine energy, you're good. You're chilling. You're going to see changes in your life because now it's just not, I'm going masculine. You start to feel, bro. When you feel into things, you start to really live in the moment. And that's when you start to live. That's when your life starts. That's when your life is going to really start, bro.
That's balance. Because everything in life has a balance to it. That's like people. Okay, so I lost my job in October, right? So it's been like technically 5 months
Yeah.
since I've been without a job. But they say every ending has a beginning because out of losing my job, I
Exactly.
just started another stream of income. Actually, I started two.
Out of the dark
two
comes the
streams
light.
of income.
So when they say the ending in the beginning,
So when they say the ending in the
Mhm.
beginning is even like life and death, everything happens.
cycles.
Everything happens in cycles, and everything is a balance. So if people, feeling down, just know that it's not going to be for forever. This is just a cycle right now. It has to change because if it's like this right
Bro.
now, shit has to go
Bro.
it has to level out. Life has to be like this. So if it's feeling like this right now, just know it's eventually going to come back up. That's what they say. When you're up, you really be grateful for this time right now because you know at some point something is going to happen. And it's like, okay, cool. I'm great. I'm chilling.
The best part about it,
I'm chilling now. When I work with a lot of people,
Mhm.
how do you think about success? Because you can either create heaven or hell while you already here.
I mean, we already. I don't even. We've already had that
I mean,
conversation. I don't even want.
we live in
Just,
here, dude.
just read the 4 agreements and
We gonna
This is
fix
just
our,
like-
fix our
Bro,
hats.
oh my.
yeah, read the 4 agreements and you'll understand the concept of heaven and hell.
heaven and hell for the people who may not.
Heaven and hell for the people who don't like to pick up a book, because I realize social media really got people not going.
Read.
People don't read.
They don't
They don't
comprehend.
read direction.
You know, they may
Word, like-
analyze a little bit just so that they can get the gist of what's taking place, but they'll never actually try and understand what's taking place. That's
The
a
one thing they
fact.
will read
They
is
will
the
read your
caption.
entire caption.
If
They won't even look at your picture.
because people don't read either.
That's why you got to hit the Drake one-liner. He'll read that.
Right. But the way I work, I don't. Nothing I do is
Mhm.
small. Nothing I do is short.
So if you really want some knowledge, I'm gonna.
So if you really want some knowledge, I'm gonna. Who said it? I think it was Malcolm X said it. You want to hide something, put it in the book. The answers people are usually seeking
Yes,
isn't
bro.
text they don't want to read through because a lot of people don't have the patience, which means that a lot of people also like to rush through life, which is why they are unable to emotionally cope when things happen because they're always in a process of trying to rush. They don't take the time. So I like keeping things long, especially when it comes to my captions, because now you have to read and you have to process this stuff. It's nothing going to be quick. Life don't work
That's
that
the
way.
thing.
So it's actually teaching people to expand their thinking in
That's
their
exactly
in their
what it is,
concentration
bro.
level.
Because you have to like, people say, "Oh, life is quick" or "life is short," whatever the case may be. Like, life is short for who? For you? You're bugging, bro. I can dead ass be here. You're telling me I have the potential to be here for 75 to 100 years? Then you're bugging, bro. That's a long ass time. You know how much shit I can get done? Every 10 years I could try something new. You're bugging, bro. Every 5 years I could try something new. I wanted to go smaller every 3. Like, that's a whole bunch of time that people just cut short because they're trying to go. Take it easy, bro. Smell the air a little bit sometimes, you know?
Rushing to get to a place, and it's like you rushing to get to a place. You don't even know. You're not even embracing the now. The now is a
Exactly,
part
bro.
of getting to the place.
So why not just celebrate knowing that you're gonna get?
So why not just celebrate knowing that you're going to get to the place and holding that energy now? That way, getting to the place
Bro.
actually comes to you sooner. Because once you get to whatever place it's at, you got to be able to maintain it.
Like you're still gonna have to do the work.
So it's like you're still
Now
going to have to do the
listen.
work. It's not over. It's not going to be over. So why not just fucking have
If
fun
you
right
took
now?
this
Like, it's not going to
concept
be over.
and put it into every other facet of somebody's life, everybody would be happy. But, you know, like, people are not going to think like that.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact. Like that's a fact because if I didn't adapt that thought process, I wouldn't be happy. The old me wouldn't be
Mhm.
happy living where I'm living right now, even if it is me living all by myself. Because me knowing that, like, I understand that what the situation is and is a temporary one, so it's like I could dwell on the fact that it's a temporary situation, and I'm gonna have to figure some shit out in the future, or I could just be like, I'm here by myself. So I'm just
Exactly,
gonna live
bro.
my fucking life, and whatever the fuck happens, we go
Like,
figure it the
bro,
fuck out.
you see where I'm at. You know exactly where I'm at. Kia knows exactly where I'm at. I'm not going to say where I'm at because I don't want nobody to come to where I'm at. But because y'all know where I am, bro, this is my happy place. Like, I am chilling, bro, because I understand that, like, I'm only here for now. You get it? Like, I'm only here for right now. I'm going to get it done.
Exactly.
I'm going to keep doing my thing, but I'm going to enjoy the fact that I'm living in something that was done by me. You feel me? So it's like all this together is just like, come on.
Yeah. it's probably a thing of fear though for most people. They probably be scared of like being stuck in that place. So it's like they just be looking for what's next. And it's like, bro, like you're not a guarantee that there's anything next. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're not guaranteed that you're gonna get another breath of fresh air. Shit, like if you make it to 60, 75, God bless. But
Shit,
not everyone's gonna make it to 60 or 75.
If that's the case, you might as well just try.
Yeah, like
the way that you try is taking care. It's so interesting. We getting into that.
Fucking live your life.
I've seen somebody die before. So I've been.
Same. I have too.
I've seen somebody die. I watched Auntie Doris take her last breath.
I watched my godmother take her last breath too.
Right, I feel like some watching things like that also changes you. But now, just recently, with the things that have changed in my life, I want to be closer to the elders now. So, like, I spend a lot of time with my grandmothers, or just so I can hear their stories and things like that. And I ask them questions like, "Is there anything in your life you wish you would have done differently?" You know, just chatting, like, or how was this situation for you? How did you know you liked this person? How did you know my grandfather was the one? You know, asking them certain questions just to hear certain things, because I initially came from them. So some of their ways are still in my cellular memory that I carry. And maybe some things I need to stay and take notice to, and some things I need to leave. But I realized with their health problems, it makes me want to take better care of my health now. I don't want to wait until there's a problem or something hereditary comes if I have knowledge of it right now and I can do the work.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
You can get to 60, 70 by taking care of yourself now and not waiting. Having good habits now. Then that's with anything, whether it's taking care of yourself or money habits. Like, you want to be a millionaire?
I tell you straight up right now how to be a millionaire, bro. But it's like, are you going to be willing to do some shit like this? Like, because I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I bought clothes for myself the other day, and that was the first time I've bought clothes for myself in, like, the past, 3 years. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm not going to cap. Like, clothing, not sneakers, clothing. I've bought sneakers. I have not changed up my clothing. Like, straight up. It's been the same rotation forever. Only because...
Yeah, neither have I. I bought fucking...
Yeah,
I bought a shirt for my brother.
We're like, he's on the same type of mindset that I've been on for the past 5 years of my life. And it's like, I got out of high school, tried this, tried that. That ain't work. I bet. So we grinding and we figuring it out as we continue to go. And like, you just grow. You just learn new things. But you find out that not everything is meant for you. Like, I don't want to be out here wearing what everybody else is wearing. I want to look like Chaucer, and I want to feel comfortable, and I want to do what I want to do, you know? But, like, at the end of the day, I feel like people just have to come to a point of realization of, like, okay, you know what? What's truly important? What's really important to me? Once you figure out what those important things are to you, bro, take those steps, and you'll be able to get there. You can easily become a millionaire. Just change the way you change your habits. Change your habits. Change the way you make your decisions. Make better ones. Do better things for yourself. You will instantly become a millionaire. Or put it into an index fund for 8 years and you'll be fine. That too. Keep it a buck.
Yo, just a message to everybody who may be listening to this that's in their early 20s. You're not supposed to have your fucking life figured out.
We were just talking about it, Angel. Just talking about it.
Were we not talking about this last week?
Okay, well, you're not supposed to fucking have your life figured out in your 20s. Your 20s are meant to explore what you like, your 20s are meant to find yourself.
And also, what she's telling you guys, who did I say I got that, or where did I say I got that from?
Yeah, doing the whole session.
That mindset was from doing the sessions.
Doing the whole session with Kia, bro.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm a certified. I wear a lot of different hats, y'all. So I'm everything. I tell people all the time, like, what are you? I do everything. I literally do everything. I'm a certified life coach as well. So, you know, and I don't even call it like a coach, but sometimes people just need a helping hand, or just to let them know that it's possible, that the things that they want are actually possible and true for the things that they want. Now, both my siblings are in their 20s. Now, I'm an older sibling. My father has 5 other kids. Fuck, we can put it up. My father has 5 other kids. I am his only girl. I have all brothers. So I've always been around, you know, those people that are younger than me. And with society, with social media and all this stupid shit that's so much of in you guys' view, it really, I see a lot of young people going into depression and feeling like they gotta be rich right now because other people they seeing are doing it or they supposed to be at a certain place in life. And I'm like, that's not the truth. And a lot of older people are not telling younger people that that's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's some people's story.
If
It doesn't
anything,
have to be your story.
it's the older people are making it worse for younger people. I feel like because you have older people who are so stuck in the way that society was back in the day, where you could move out when you were 18 or 19 years old or 20, and you could live on your own, and you could afford rent, you could afford, you know what I'm saying, a car insurance, like you could take care of yourself and do your own shit on your own. We're not living in those times anymore. And instead of a lot of parents and shit like that being parents, and you know what I'm saying, doing that, like, you have a responsibility from, like, if you're gonna have a kid, that's your kid until you're not on this planet anymore. Until you're not able to help them out, you should be doing everything, your due diligence, to make sure that your kid is good. So if your kid's not in a position to be able to afford to live by themselves, to afford to do shit by themselves, you should be doing your job as a parent to make sure that they have a roof over their head and that they're good until that time comes for them to be on their own and for them to leave the nest and take care of themselves. When that time comes, that time comes. But don't be pushing people out the fucking... We're not birds. Like, don't be trying to kick us off the nest and being like, yo, hopefully your wings open. Like, no, bro, I'm gonna hit the ground. Like, I don't got wings.
Hopefully you fly.
What are you talking about?
You know?
Yeah, like, I'm going... Like, I don't got no wings to carry me up. Like, I'm gonna fall down. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, help me out. And it's like, it's not like that. Yeah, and it's not like that, unfortunately. And I feel like there's a very big disconnect between, like, the younger generation and the older generation, because it's like, bro, like I understand life was different for you guys now, but you gotta get with the times. We have cell phones now, technology, like all this shit. It's not the same. Like, it's a whole different fucking world. Like the shit that they were showing y'all in the movies back in the day, like that's what we're living in right now.
Like,
so,
bro,
like, this shit is not like we're living in we're living in the movies.
There's war on social media.
Reality.
Like, come on, bro. There's war on social. They're literally bumping 50 Cent in Ukraine. Like, it's insane, bro. They're doing a lot of shit out here, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, like, bro, like, we're not living in the same world. It's a new world.
I feel like at the same time, it also shows. It shows because every year, not every year, but I'm saying generation-wise, they were able to do all that nice stuff and whatever you say, move out at 20 years old and shit like that. But, like, I feel like we're just so much better at everything. Like, not even saying in like a overconfident or cocky way. I'm just saying, like, we're just better at every single thing that they used to do, which is the reason why our economy had to go up. Like, it had to move up somehow, some way. You get what I mean? I don't know, dude.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. You're not supposed to. It makes me mad sometimes, but then I had to stop. I had to get out my feelings because it's like, I know better. So
That's
teach
all
them.
it is.
If I know these things, tell them. Like, I would. This is one of the things that me and my mother used to come to terms with, because I used to tell her, and I guess it was hard for her to hear because I'm her daughter. But it's like, if you don't know something, it's okay to tell me you don't know.
I'm gonna figure it out.
It's okay to say that. I'm gonna figure it out regardless. It's like, I'm gonna figure it out. If you don't know, it's okay to say that to me.
Oh, I bet. Say less.
Yeah. And because you said that too, another thing with it just made me think about this though. But when it comes to teaching with parents, I'll never understand the ideology of I shouldn't have to repeat myself. Like, why not?
Like, what?
I didn't hear you.
You spoke too fast.
You know what I mean? Like,
bro.
why not? Why should you not have to repeat yourself? Like, you spoke too fast. I didn't understand you, or I'm a child, and you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you might need to tell me 3, 4 times, 5 times for me to understand what you're telling me. Like,
maybe explain it to me in a different manner where people understand it better. You know, maybe how you're saying it, I'm not.
Instead of getting frustrated at me for not understanding what you're trying to tell me, like, don't get frustrated at me because I don't know.
Yeah, because to me it's weird because it's like when you have a baby, like, when a baby's trying to crawl, like, you're gonna. Or if the baby's trying to talk, like, you're gonna keep on repeating the same word, mama, dada. You repeat that to get them to learn a word, or you'll repeat directions as far as like to walk. Like, all right, just I got you, whatever have you. Like, you're gonna talk, you're gonna repeat yourself. You're gonna repeat affirmations to them, like I got you, daddy's here with you, mommy's here with you, like you're okay, like just take the step, whatever the case may be. But then when you're getting older, I shouldn't have to repeat myself to you. You should already fucking know what I'm talking about, this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, like what the fuck wait, what is going on? Like, why were you so positive with me when I was a baby? But now that I'm getting older, now you're being wild, negative, and derogatory. Like, I'm still your kid. Like that I might not be baby form anymore, but I'm still your child.
You're just like your father.
Yeah, shit like that too. Like,
oh my God.
I've heard that shit way too many times in my fucking life. I've heard that shit way too many times in my life. Speaking of babies,
that's a lot. I don't know what's going on. I tell you, that's a lot of pregnancy energy around me because
the baby right there is telling us you speaking facts.
Nah, she's speaking her piece. She gonna speak.
Yeah.
What? Her birthday season is coming too, so she's coming to a cycle in her own growth at her own age where she's just a lot more expressive. I think parents sometimes get stuck in the fact that you view your child, you're my child, versus viewing your child as a person.
But look at this. Look at this. Before we can say that from that perspective, we gotta say it from the other perspective too. From us as children seeing parents as people as well. You know, because we can't just say that.
Listen.
We got to look at it from both sides of the spectrum, because like at the same time, even though we may have gone through things, like they were just doing their best as to what they knew. Until
that's that balance.
Angel.
Yeah, that's a fact. I was about to say I look at them as if they people. That's the thing. That's the thing with me, because when people teach me things, like I take heed to the words that you're telling me. So like with me, when I was getting raised, like my mom always told me, you don't ever take no disrespect from nobody. It doesn't matter the age, the gender, the color, like whoever the fuck they are. Like if they fucking 70 years old and they want to get disrespectful, like if you got to stay in your ground, whatever have you. So when it came to a point, when I got older, and it was that type of energy coming from her, it was like, all right, I'm gonna stand my ground. But she ain't like that, because obviously you're my mother, but at the end of the day, you're still a human being. I'm a human being. So you want to do something, I can do it too. Let's get active. You know what I'm saying? Like and in certain situations it's not healthy. You don't got to do that, but in certain situations you have to do it, because you have to let the other person know. It's like, you're not about to fucking just sit here and walk over me like you think that you're on a higher pedestal than I am because I'm your child, and you think that you're in a place of power because you're my parent. Like, I ain't ask you to birth me. I didn't ask you.
Nobody ever
made that
asked
decision
to
on
be
yourself,
here, bro.
and you're gonna treat me respectfully as you should. No, for sure.
Yeah,
but there has
bro.
to be like an understanding between both of the parent and a child. It's like it's a two-way street of respect.
Because I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Respect.
I'm not
your
gonna
child
lie.
If you're gonna
I'm
disrespect
one
your child.
for doing one thing, and I will tell you straight up. Right, I'll tell you straight up. And I think I'm a spitting image of two people. And one person I'm not going to say I'm really proud of. The other person I'm very proud of, because he was definitely here. So I kind of built my life, not built it, but like replicate what I'm doing after what my uncle did, right? And just because of the fact that it was just smart, and it was intriguing, and it was very.
Is it your uncle that you like was close with?
Yeah.
Went to cop?
So him. So it's like, you know, I had to follow that, but it's also a little bit of Chaucer the Third as well, you know. So it's like, it's a balance, bro. You feel me?
It's balance, bro. It really is. Honestly, like from a child's because I'm not a parent yet, but from a child's perspective, seeing my parents through the eyes and through the lens of them as just people actually it helped me heal a lot of my childhood trauma. It helped me heal a lot, because it took them out of the role of parent, and I started looking at them for the woman that she is, or the man that they are, and then started looking at other things that could have affected them around that time, that affected them, that ultimately
now you know what you do.
Yeah.
So it allows me to see their choices differently versus I'm trying to separate myself from taking it personal. And start to see the mind, try to understand the mind frame that they was at certain times of their life, and the things that they was going through, and how it affected me being the child. But it works. Like, so being able to take them out of that role and looking at them as a person, and then like we talked about earlier, the different stages that people are in their life. Some of them, our parents are older, some of them are just stuck in their ways. But this is why we see things differently.
Yes, bro, that's the best part about it. That's the very best part.
Yeah.
Because now once you realize that, like, okay, let me look at my parent as like a person, right? A real person that goes through certain things and has feelings and all this stuff like that, and also has their own trauma, right? When you look at that, it's like, okay, you know what? I kind of understand why you made this decision. I kind of get why you made this decision. Okay, this is probably the best thing for you, you know? Best thing for you, but also what you thought was the best thing for me as well at that time. So it's kind of like, all right, you know what? Let me just put myself into your shoes and just see. But it also helps you now kind of like lead your life away from those decisions, because you were able to kind of like go back and look at what they did and now say, okay, I get that, but maybe I would have done something a little bit different. You know, now you can decide differently and go a different path and really create your life the way you would like to, which is like seeing that and being that self-aware to understand all of that is amazing. And I don't know how people don't get that. Like, I don't just sit down and try to do it. Bro, it's so
a lot of,
I love it.
It takes a lot of time. A lot of people, and like I think Angel said it earlier, fear. Like a lot of people to have to uncover that type of pain or to actually say, like, and I know,
because it's like you got to relive it.
Guilty. They feel guilty saying that their mother wasn't perfect, because it's like she took good care of me. Like, they never want to paint their mother in a bad light. So sometimes it's hard to even get the words out. So a lot of people just aren't ready and like seeing people for who they are. Sometimes you just got to accept people at the level that they're at. You can't rush it like that. You can't rush it like that. It takes it,
bro.
It takes a while, bro.
People are not willing. I mean, I feel like people are not willing to relive through that too. Because to be able to be able to get through it, uncover shit, you have to go back. You have to go back to those experiences. You have to remember how you felt, like what you went through. Like, some people not trying to uncover it, they just throw the soil down on it, keep on burying it, trying to dig that shit back up. Because they remember how it felt. It's just you don't want to physically feel that shit again.
Nothing buried stays buried.
It's always gonna pop back up somehow, some way, bro.
You got to think about the seed. Like, if you buried it, it's gonna eventually grow. Now you can pull it. It can grow as a weed, or you can turn it into a flower, or plant like, something better.
Even like, I'm not gonna cap. Like, even with some people that I like dead don't speak to anymore, right? And I know that, like, primarily, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just because of the fact of, like, I'm a very distant type of person. Like, I'm the type of person where it's like, I will literally stop talking to you and just go away. And there's nothing wrong. I love you with all my heart. But it's like, I just like to be alone sometimes. You feel me? I feel that when it comes down to those types of things, those relationships can still be built on. Those relationships can still be picked up. They may not be the same as they were before. You know, it may not be as consistent as it was before, but it can still be picked up and built on. You know? So I feel like in some way other people can do the same thing. You know?
Matter if they want to.
That's a fact too.
If they want to.
That's a fact too.
That's all it is.
They don't.
Everybody don't get shit like that.
Yeah, like realistically, at the end of the day, with the whole life shit, it's like, what are you willing to do?
That's what it comes down to.
Because they take any relationship take two.
Like, what are you willing to do? Like, what are you willing to take accountability for? Like, what are you willing
what lengths
are you willing to put in?
Really willing to go to? You know. For real.
Yeah, like, people be talking about, I want to change my life like that. Like,
do you really want to change?
What are you gonna do to get there?
I tell people,
like, what are you gonna do to get there?
Yo, I tell people all the time, when you words are spelled.
See,
be careful
we understand
what
this
out of your mouth, because bro, God will be like, all right, cool, this nigga ready? Let's do it. And you're going to start getting hit with some things that's going to throw you off. And it's like you said you wanted to grow. So situations and experiences are going to come to you to see if you can do something better or make a new decision or change something.
Tingling,
we could use my situation right now as a perfect fucking example. Like, what did I tell you I wanted, Kia, in my life? I wanted to be on my own. I wanted my own
space.
Been saying
that.
What the fuck happened?
talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
What the fuck happened? God threw that shit at me and said, "All right, here you go. You wanted it. It's yours." And what am I doing? All right, I'm
That's
maintaining
all it
it.
is, bro.
I'm doing what I have to do to have it. I'm doing what I got to do to keep it. There's gonna be people who would be in my same situation who can completely fold and be like, I can't. I'm not ready for this. Like me, I was like, all right, run it. Like
Yo,
I'm here for it. I asked for it. I
Mhm.
want this shit. I'm taking.
See, this is exactly
Fine.
why like I can fuck
I
with
claimed
y'all,
it.
bro. Because it's like we not gonna we
No.
understand the concept of I asked for my plate to be full. I'm not gonna complain about my plate being full. I asked for my plate to be full
Yeah.
as soon as I got out of high school. I said, I want this. I want that life. I want all of it. Give me every single type of thing in my way for me to get to that. And that's what I've gone through. Nonstop. Growing, punching holes in my walls, crying for days, bro. Like, you would never understand, bro.
Yeah,
It takes strength. It takes so much strength because then you're going to be
It
like,
really
yo, I'm
do.
crying so much. I'm a grown ass man, but I'm crying. You're going to be like, what is going on, bro? And then it's like, you really get it. And then you come to an understanding and it's like, holy shit, like I'm transforming. I'm growing. This is what this is. When you come to that realization, bro,
Not even transforming.
that's what it really is.
It's really
It's transcending.
transcendent.
That's what it really
Oh.
is.
That part.
You're just leveling up every single time.
That part.
Leveling up every single time. And it's like your highs and your lows, right? Your highs and your lows. Your lows is going to be those points where you're getting punched in your face every single day. And then
Yeah, bro. We real life Pokemon. Like you gonna have to
Beat
get your
up,
ass
bro.
beat
Wait,
to hit that to that wall.
what?
did that power up kick in and you
Yeah.
this. But you realize though, every experience that you may have considered a L1 because you guys are God, no other guys are gonna listen to
Yo,
this.
bro, what? Yo, I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm straight up telling you this right now.
Bro,
You guys both are very important in my life, and you've seen me grow in the gym, right? Some of my best and most important workouts happen while I'm crying. I go to the gym because that's like my safe place. Away from my room, the gym is my safe place. I go to the gym and I let out all of my emotion into what I'm doing while I'm crafting my body. I'm creating what I want. While I'm creating, I'm just letting everything out. But those emotions that come
Shedding.
out, they create a different version of me while I'm in there, bro. And it's like, I don't want to talk, no nothing. I just want to lift. I just want to lift. And then that's what you see. The result afterwards is the work that's put in that hour and a half, 2 hours. You feel me? So it's like, that's what you can get from that, bro. That's what you can get when you hone in on your emotions and actually understand what it's capable of. You got to feel. You got to feel. You want to be a better man, you got to feel, bro. You got to feel. Yes.
Definitely fucking cry though, bro. Like I think I told Kia about this in one of our sessions. I was last year, like yo, I got into the most heated argument with my mom, like super heated. Like there was to the point where she was like trying to kick me out, type shit. Like get the fuck out, this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like you want me to leave, I'll fucking leave. And it got crazy, whatever have you. I drove a couple blocks out, and I was just on the phone with my dad. And I sat there and I cried for probably like 30, 45 minutes straight, just uncontrollably crying. Like literally, I couldn't stop myself. Like I was crying so much that like I could barely breathe. That's how hard I was crying. But the relief that I felt once I was done crying was like there was a weight lifted off my fucking shoulders. Like I just felt like a brand new person. Because all I was doing was just holding on to so much emotion and shit that wasn't even my emotion. Like it wasn't my place to be feeling that way. It really wasn't. Like, and that's something I've learned more recently. It's like most of the like a lot of the shit that I was going through emotionally wise, it was never my feelings. It was never my sentiment. It was someone else's.
That shit is crazy.
I was just carrying that shit.
I had to realize the same thing. I didn't know what it was at first. I kind of thought that I was just like mad, like over emotional. I was like, what is going on? Like, why do I feel like this? Then I was like, I don't even have a reason for me to be feeling like this. What is the reason for it? And I'm like, who am I around right now? How are they feeling? And when you look at somebody around you and they're feeling like this feeling, and I'm looking at them like, oh, I'm around you a lot. Oh no, I need to separate. I need to back away. I need to
You
I need to
gotta go.
spend some time away from you because
You
I
gotta
cannot.
go.
I can no longer have your energy attaching to me, bro. Because that's a little too strong.
Yeah.
I
need you to
like
go
the energy
somewhere
where it's
else.
like, oh, when your energy hit mine, it's like, ooh, I don't want to feel.
Mhm.
I don't want to feel that, bro. Once I go downhill, it's like, forget about it. I don't want to be here no more. You know? But like, nah. I want to feel it. It's just peace, happiness. Yeah, bro.
That's how you
And
know
that-
who the vibe is.
That's all
It's
it
an
is.
energy thing.
Yeah, and that same thing goes with the people that you keep around you with the thought process, or with a certain thought process. It's like, listen, I have a certain thought process, and obviously Stross has a certain thought process, and it's a reason why we're friends. Like, it's a reason why we stay within a close relation with each other, because it's like it's the same idea. It feeds into each other. Like, it benefits each other. It doesn't weigh anything down. It's not like he's thinking so highly of himself and I'm thinking so poorly of myself. It's like, if I was in that space, he's gonna be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna go over here because you're wild and I'm not thinking the same way that you're thinking about yourself as I'm thinking about myself. And then it feeds into it so much so at some point where it's those thoughts are gonna become your thoughts. So you want to get money, you want to get rich, you want to have this life, whatever have you. Be around those people who think that they could accomplish the exact same things. You have to realize at some point you got to get certain people out of here. Like, really like that. Like, I've had to get people out of here too. Like, Sayonara, it was fun while it lasted, but you're not gonna go anywhere with me.
Wow, 11 on the time thingy. Well, 111. It's a little different for. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself for women because you guys are guys, so it may be easy for y'all to cut people off. But that was actually the hardest part of my spiritual journey, was having to leave some people behind and realizing that everybody, as you ascend or as you start to grow and just want better and think better and want to make better choices, you will have to leave some people alone. There was a spirit in my house. But you're gonna have to let some people go, and that was one of the hardest parts of mine because I'm a lover. And I'm not saying I love people, like I love hard. So having to separate myself sometimes, especially when things became routine, actually made me realize that I was codependent. Like, there was some codependent relationships because my energy would be so high sometimes, and then they come around, they sad shit, but because I'm tending to them, I'm pouring into them, and I'm pouring into them. Now I'm fucking depleted. And it don't feel good. So when you say like you guys being friends because you think alike, there is an energetic balance. It's an energetic exchange. It means both of you guys are y'all vibrate at the same energetic level, or y'all both are very high vibrational people. So like attracts like. So you'll know if some low vibrational shit comes to you because your energy can feel that. Especially once you realize you're an empath, or you can sense things, or just catching the vibe, they call it. You can feel that. You literally can feel it. Like, nah, that person is just not. I gotta remove myself from this person. I gotta leave this person alone. But it's definitely worth it, because sometimes on your spiritual journey, and I just call it just wanting better. It don't have to be a natural journey where it's just like you want to learn more about yourself, where you come from, the things that you can do, your own potential, your own abilities. Some people call it a spiritual journey, because you start going through certain things in life that force you to grow and force you to change. And sometimes leaving your old self takes a fucking lot to shed. Like, and you go through different cycles, so there's still gonna be parts of you that you have to shed. So you crying in the gym, bro, that is the release. And while you're working on your body and energetically, even physically, that's why we sweat. That's how you release and remove everything. That's why you be pumped up, and your energy is different when you leave the gym, because you just let all of that shit go.
Yeah. And I don't mean to cut you off real quick before I lose this thought. And something too, I don't want it to ever get misconstrued. I was never always like this. Like, my mindset, the way I think, I was never always like this. I was far from this in high school 7 years ago. Borderline suicidal, like, shit was bad. You know what I mean? But you could have a negative thought process about yourself, whatever have you, but you have to be willing to, when you're around the people who have a more positive outlook on themselves, you have to be willing to be reconstructed. And that's what I was with Chaucer. Like, when I met Chaucer, like, I was in a point in my life where I was willing to learn differently, think differently. Like, I was at that point where it was like, I need something that's gonna help me elevate. And he was that person that helped me understand that I could think the same way and I could think the same way of myself. And it wasn't like it happened overnight. He could attest to it. Like it was a process, like a very strict process. But I put the time into it, and I'm not gonna speak for him, but it's probably why he kept me around. It's not like I was leeching off him. I wasn't trying to just take everything that he had and just make it mine. But it was like whatever I could take that he had that I could turn into something for myself, as far as thought process wise.
Nah, real talk.
So it's like
Real
when
talk.
you have those people around you, you have to,
I ain't
you have
even
to take
going,
advantage
not
of
even to
those
cut you off,
situations, those
or nothing
friendships,
like
those
that, bro.
relationships.
For real, but it's like real reason
No, go
is
ahead.
because when you see that somebody else wants something, so like that feeling where like for Angel, I guess you can say it's baseball. For Kia, I guess you can say when you were in high school and you were doing cheerleading. When it's something that you're really passionate about and you really get into it, like that feeling, it was kind of like, all right, you know what? I think I found something that I really like. And it was kind of like giving everything of myself to somebody else. You get what I mean? Like, it was like the friendship that we had was more of like, there's no counting nothing. It was just like straight up genuine, nothing but love from the very jump. To where it's just like, all right, you know what, bro? All right, let's go do this. Say less. Oh, nah, you don't got to worry about this, bro. You don't got to worry about that. All right, you don't got to worry about this. You don't got to worry about that. From the jump, because I understood Angel wanted to be better. He wanted to be a better version of himself. I wanted to be a better version of myself. All we were going to do was counteract. If I was down, he was going to pick me up.
Literally.
If he was down, I was going to pick him up. It was not going to be no button heads. And if there was button heads, it was a 1, 2, 3, I bet. Say less, be back at it. Boom. That's all it was. 1, 2, 3, and going up. Because we had the same understanding of where we wanted to go in life. That's the reason why. It's nothing but love, but it's like you never really meet genuine people. And when you do meet genuine souls, you got to keep them around. You have to keep them around.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to that
Like
shit.
it's your life.
Your fucking life is on the line.
Yo,
'Cause it
I
might
can
be
say
on the
that.
line.
Angel,
G
I
shit.
can say it with Angel. I can say it with Kia. I can say it with Kyra. I can say it with Sarah's ass. 100,000%. 100,000%. Keep those souls around you, bro. Don't count those blessings, because you're gonna need them for real. But hey, man.
That's the fact, yeah. When people are, that's fine. I was having this conversation with my grandmother earlier today. So we was leaving the supermarket, and it was a lady, a homeless lady out there, and somebody else that was like 2 cars in front of us. They handed her 2 boxes of soup, and I was like, that was really nice. And then we started talking about like people aren't kind to each other anymore, So when you find those souls who are just genuinely nice people or genuinely good souls, a lot of people don't know what to do with people that are rare. Some people are used to being treated a certain type of way, or just expecting nastiness, or expecting, what I call low vibrational shit. That's all that they know. So when you meet somebody who's different,
They push that shit away.
It's hard for you to maneuver because it's like you're not used to it. Even when it comes to relationships, and this is learning who I am. Actually, it made me choose better friends, and it made me choose better in my relationships in general. Because now it's like I need people who can do that. Who, when I'm having a down moment, because I'm human, who will be able to say, "You good? Get back, like you good. Keep going. Like you all right. You okay? You good?" Just to give me a little bit reminder, so that when my energy is back up and high, I can continue doing my work. In the same way, people know that they can call me like, you gotta be careful with your energy, but certain people don't know that they can call me to get that from me if they need it. So they know I'm going to hold you down, because I know at any given moment I can call you and receive the same thing. So when it comes to energetic level, I don't share my energy with people who won't be able to give me that in return.
Exactly.
And that's how I treat my friendships. You can't give me that back into return. And I've cut people off for this, like smooth. I had a good friend. We spoke almost every day. And I asked him one day. Now, this is a guy I have never met, but we got into so many different types of conversations. He was a real cool dude. I was on the phone with him a lot. I asked him one day, And I was like, he was telling me how he went to a reader, he wanted to get a reading, and he went to somebody else, and she wanted $100. And he was like, I'm not fucking paying her $100. And my antennas went up because he know what I do. So it's like, why wouldn't you pay that? If you asking for her guidance and her insight and her class, and for her to help you, why wouldn't you pay her her worth, what she's asking for, which is $100 for your reading? Because I'm not paying somebody that much, and it made me think. So why the fuck are you talking to me?
That means if I was your
Because that means if I was your friend, you wouldn't pay me $100. I said, why are we friends? I said, I know why I'm friends with you. I think you're a great guy. I value your insight. I value the guidance that you can give me, how you help me see things from a different perspective. You know, I value the knowledge that I learned from you, things that I learned from you. You know, I take our friendship, important. I said, but why are you friends with me? The nigga couldn't answer the question. So it made me think, because you know I pull cards, you know I read energy, you call me to get free insight. It's not just friendly conversation. You're calling me for things that you can pay me for, but you would not be willing to pay me because you wasn't willing to pay that girl.
I said, he could not tell me. He didn't say not one word.
I said, he could not tell me. He didn't say not one word. I said, when you figure it out, call me. I hung up. Haven't spoken to him since. That was like a year ago. Haven't spoken to him since.
And that's like a lack of desire of like actually wanting to grow. Because to be honest, I could have said the same shit to you when you told me that the fucking the coaching was $888. I could have been like, yeah, nah, I'm not saying I'm not paying for shit. But here I am in my own space. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if this would have happened if I didn't do that?
This is why I don't
probably would have blocked my own blessing.
And this is why
So again.
And this is why I don't
said,
trip no more. Because I know myself. I don't trip no more. I don't trip. People tell me all the time, I'm going to come to a reading from you. And then some people have gotten upset because I raised my prices. Because I'm usually on the phone with y'all for over an hour and you only pay me $55. Get the fuck out of here. My insight and the way that I pick things, the way that my brain reads situations.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm worth a lot more than that.
I'm so proud of you.
You're not going to pay me my time. You're going to pay me for my time.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
Bro.
I'm so proud of you,
Just
bro.
growth. I'm sitting in the manifestation right now, bro. That's why I know it's real.
I am so proud of you.
I'm right. We sitting in.
I'm so proud of the both of y'all, bro.
That's how
Angel, I'm proud of you too, bro.
I'm proud of you.
On some real shit, because like I remember the days where you would sit there and be like, yo, bro, like, I don't know, like, should I raise my prices? Should I not raise my prices? To hear you sit here and say, I know what the fuck I'm capable of, so you're gonna have to pay me for my value, for my worth, bro. I'm proud of you. And you deserve to be valued, bro. And I'm happy that you value yourself that high, that you have yourself on a pedestal. For real. Angel, you as well, bro. Real shit. You as well. Because like sometimes, bro, sometimes it's like you don't always get that pat on your back from somebody else. Somebody else is not going to always congratulate you for what you're doing. You know? For me, it only happens to me because I'm in a relationship. That's the energy I'm giving out. So I'm always going to get that back because that's what I'm putting out. If you're not in a relationship, you may not always be getting that from your friends. So if I don't say it anytime sooner, or if I haven't said it lately, I'm proud of the both of y'all for how far you've come and the levels that you're going to and how far you're going to go in your life. There's nothing but success coming to the both of y'all. And Angel, being your friend for the past couple of years has been nothing but a blessing, bro. Nothing but a blessing. One of the best friends a guy could ever ask for. And Kia, Kia, you're the best sister, mom anybody could ask for, dude. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate you to the moon and back. And this is I wanted to give y'all some love. Like, give you some love so that tomorrow y'all wake up and it's like, I just want to give some more love out there. You feel me? Like, pass it on, give it out there. Spread it because we need it.
Yes.
We need it so bad. But, you guys really need to value yourself. I really do appreciate how much y'all bring to my life. It's a blessing, for real. 100%.
I appreciate that.
This is why I really do. I sincerely appreciate that. And I hope anybody who chooses to listen, who gets this far and listening to this, because a lot of people don't get that. Like, a lot of people don't hear, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. Or you can do it. Like, or they don't have the person just uplift them. Even if that's what you're supposed to do. You're not going to make it out of here alone. You need people. Like, I know you like to be by yourself. I'm an empath. I'm a very sensitive, energetic person. So I'm usually by myself. And I'm still single.
We all damn near the same person.
Bro.
We all pretty much mostly by ourselves.
Like,
Like that ass.
But when the times when I know I need to be around people, because I can be a hermit crab sometimes. Sometimes you need people.
Nah, it's facts.
You do. You got to come out of it. You get stuck in hermit mode. That's when our brain goes overactive. Sometimes it's okay to be in the spiritual realm, but you can be up there too much. You got to remain grounded. So sometimes I need to be around people. Like last night, I needed to get out of the house. So I went over here. I'm about to go to the old head bar. I'm about to go hit my peoples. Like, and that's all I needed. That's all. I only needed 2 hours outside of the house. That's all I needed to get whatever I needed from that energy of just being out and just scenery. But I really wish a lot more people find more genuine people who will be able to pour into them. Say, yo, you got it, you good, like, or help them see things from a different perspective. That way, they won't. You know, maybe this podcast will change somebody who was thinking about hurting themselves because they feel like nobody else is there. My message when it comes to my brand is that you don't have to go through anything alone. So when it comes to people who not willing to see me heard for, people not want to pay me for a reading, and it's like, I say, okay, because then maybe you're just not meant to speak to me.
It's a fact.
I pray more people find genuine people that will genuinely pour into them, because you do not have to go through anything alone. There are people like us out there. Shit, and if you can't find anybody like us,
bro,
they can find me on social media.
Instagram, I'm low key. While I'm saying Instagram right now, I'm low key thinking about changing my Instagram name. Because Cha 31 is time for it to go. I'm thinking it's time for it to go bye-bye. And I might change it to like some gym shit just because of the fact of like, that's what's about to get put on there. Because like, bro, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm looking kind of crazy, bro.
You got it. We watching.
I'm letting it rock. I'm chilling. But like,
nah, bro. Let me for a minute, for a little bit. I know you like to pour into other people, give the people love, bro. I don't know a person that is more dedicated or disciplined than you. And discipline, even most adults, is hard as hell. You are the most disciplined, loving person I think I have ever fucking met, bro. And it's just so wild. Like, it's so, and I'm your sister, so I've known you all your life. So I know the different sides of you. But to maintain the certain poise that you have when it comes to life, that's very, especially for your age and the pressure that society puts on you, that's fucking tough, bro. And I'm not gonna get emotional, but I'm not a guy. You know I'm emotional, but I'm not a man. So there's certain things in life that I can't guide you through. So to see you manage through that, it's like, that's a dope. That nigga's good. Like, it's marvelous. And to know like the history that you have, especially, or the parents and the lack of relationships and things people who were supposed to be there, to know that you have been able to become this person who you are now and still growing. That shit is amazing, bro.
I really appreciate
that shit is amazing, for real, bro. Like, for real.
I really appreciate you, bro.
Aw.
For real.
Don't touch me. Y'all, I can't. When I feel the feeling, this is what happens to me. I don't even know. Sometimes I can't control it. It has to come out. But that's just real shit. Angel, I met you through my brother. I started talking to you the beginning of December. And nobody gonna say nothing because that was me. That was your time.
I didn't say nothing to him because
that's my confidentiality. Is what we talk about stay between us. But the fact that you was even willing to share your journey with him, to see where you are now, Angel, sitting in your manifestation, bro, from the time that we started to this moment right now, to see the glow that you have, your birthday season, and to know that the things that you wanted to happen while you were working with me actually fucking started to happen, bro. That shit is, I'm proud, bro. Like, fucking proud. It's like, wow. Not only does it confirm something for me, but it's like it works. Like, he's really in a different space than he was before. And I was able to be blessed and honored to be a part of that journey. And it's like, so to see where you are now, to see where my brother is now, people don't understand, bro.
You know what's crazy though?
This shit is real and it works.
Keep it a buck with you.
It's real and it works.
I'm gonna call myself the test run of that whole entire thing. I was the motherfucking test run from 2018, bro. I was the test one from 2018 because, like, I can sit here and Angel, I can tell you the day that we had the conversation and how long we had the conversation for, and what I was wearing the day that we had this conversation, bro, and what time I went to sleep. That's how you know I like really understand when that day was and how it changed my life. From that day going forward, I looked at life completely differently. All from that one conversation that I had from her early days of understanding that something else is different, that something's a little bit off, that she knows a little bit more than other people, that she's a little bit different from other people. From that point on, she started learning more. As she's learning, the best way to learn something is to teach it. So what did she do? She taught every single thing that she knew to me and just passed it on. Days of just listening, taking information in, and I'm just repeating it, spitting it back to her, and she's just like, I bet, I get it. That there, for me, was perhaps some of the best interactions that I could have had with anybody. And for that person to be my sister is absolutely amazing. So it's like, I'm the test dummy. Angel's the first complete cycle. I'll take the test dummy though, 100%. I'll take it. Straight up, bro. Nah.
It seems like it's working for both.
Bro.
That's mutually, that's balance. That means that you gained something from it, and so did I. That means spirit did it. It works. Spirit said this was supposed to happen. So even the synchronicities when it came to working with Angel, the thing, listen, me and Angel had some sessions, bro. Like when the synchronicities that started to happen and pick up that he was noticing on his own. And it was like, wow, like, so this was fated. It was supposed to happen this way. So when you see the movie Crash, how different parts of people's lives intertwine with other people.
This nigga, he already had this. He had it, bro. You know how you get that sense? You know how, like, we get that spidey sense, right? People, shit, bro. If you're like that, if you're really like that, like really like that, bro, and you get that spidey sense when you meet somebody where it's like, ooh, like what the hell? That's like a little bit different. That wasn't like cinnamon. That was like a little bit of cinnamon and cayenne pepper. Like what was that, bro? It was a little bit different. That's what you get from certain people that like really touch you differently. You know, those are the ones. Those are the ones. He was one of those people. He was one of those people where it was like, oh shit, like whoa. It's something about you, bro. That's just different. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have it, bro. A lot of people don't. So this is great. I love it. I
appreciate that. I'll be trying to tell him. Yeah, I'll be trying to tell him. I'm not one of them niggas.
Yo,
like
bro,
you.
They don't get it.
I'm not like y'all.
They don't get it.
I'm not like y'all.
Listen,
So, at least someone else is saying it, not me.
Yeah, and then you know what's so interesting? People think you being cocky now, and it's like you really have such a strong sense in yourself that you just know I'm not one of them. Like
literally, that's all it is.
No.
You start moving differently because now you just know.
You don't gotta speak
I'm
it.
not one
of them. You
of
don't have to speak it anymore, bro. Your body speaks it for you. The way you walk and you carry yourself. Like, bro, I work in a town where there's nothing but white people, bro. Nothing but white people. The way I get looked at is crazy. But I walk around with my chest up and my head up because, like, what are you going to tell me? What are you going to say to me? Nothing. I know how my energy moves. I know how you feel about me being over here and having my tattoos and my piercings and stuff. But then you see me interact with your kids and you're like,
Facts.
Oh, snap. You're like, wait a second. How did he just teach my son this? How did my son just become a better... Wait a second. What?
Literally.
I had a lady say to me, yo, my son felt so bad that he never wanted to play lacrosse again. You had one conversation with him and you had him outside in the backyard playing lacrosse, ready to go for a travel team again. I said, all you had to do was just listen. All you had to do was sit back and listen and then give a little advice. Give a little advice. Add on to his thoughts. Make sure that he understands that you're there for him. Boom, you're good to go. Simple. That's all it is. All it is. You know? But
love is the highest vibration that's out there. People don't understand. Love is an energy, and energy is fluid, meaning that it travels. Okay, energy can never be created nor destroyed. It's transferable. So you helping that boy, and that's showing love. Like just being willing to listen to him. You didn't have to do that, but you did it, and it changed something for him. So putting that love out there in the universe, this is why you'll always be praised. This is why your blessings will always come. This is why spirit will protect you the way that you do, because of the type of heart that you have. When you put that out there, it's bound to come back to you. Everything happens in a balance. What you put out, it returns. So you putting out that love is always going to come back. It's always going to come back to you. You just changed. You did change that boy's life. Because maybe that really is his passion. Maybe he was just having a moment where he was just doubting himself or had some fear, and you was able to restore that confidence. It takes heart to do. So to be able to move something like that in somebody else where they can be inspired. Like somebody hit me up the other day. They was like, oh, there's a pop-up shop you should go to, or some type of influencer, whatever. They was hosting some type of brunch. But to me, the brunch looked more like a party. Yeah. That's too many people for me. I'm good. And I told him, I said, thank you for thinking thank you for thinking of me to send me this. I said, however, I'm not out here to influence nobody. I'm out here to inspire. My brand is to inspire. It's the love and light in me honors the love and light in you, because it means that if I have it in me, and if me and my gifts can see it in you, then there's something in you that we can bring, that I can bring out. And I'm out here trying to influence people. So for you to help that boy, what if he grew up to be something really fucking dope, and you be the person that was the catalyst? Angel don't understand. Angel isn't Aries. You are the leader of the zodiac. You come first. So your road may be, I've told you this before, your road may be a bit tougher because you are the first to create many. You're the first to create that change. You're the first to do something different, to think about things different, to do things differently. So trying to figure it out as the first person when you don't have like a certain type of guidance, that shit is hard. Because it's literally trial and error. Well, to know that it's
literally.
Yeah, like to know that it's possible. Like, yo, people not into just putting out good energy. Some people call it vibes. You call it vibration. It goes by so many different things. It's just
bro. First,
human being.
Truthfully, just go out there and love.
Not a human being. Like,
go out there, give somebody a hug. Go out there, give somebody a high five. Tell somebody you like their shoes. Tell somebody you like their hat. You like they smile, like the way they look, whatever the case may be. Watch them glow up, and then watch the way you feel afterwards. Watch the way you feel afterwards, because that reaction you have after you tell somebody how good they look, that's the reaction you're gonna have to just repeat over and over and over again, and you'll be fine, and you'll be alright. You feel me? But
Nice.
Hey yo, I think that was low key like a phenomenal altogether. Like this here was like,
this was dope.
I love this. I like this, bro. Yo. I'm like, yo. Low key, like, you may have to like separate it. I don't know, Angel.
Yeah, we can make this. I mean, talk to me. Let me listen. You guys confirmed something for me. Well, Jayla, you confirmed. Well, both of you. You confirmed a lot of things for me, and even just within this episode that we're on. Because I never really thought of myself as a teacher. If I'm gonna learn it, if I'm gonna learn it, and nobody was able to show me, I'm gonna go out there and do the research to learn it. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna share the word with others. That's my contribution to humanity. I'm going to teach them certain things that I learned, because maybe if you're going through something, you can do something differently than I did, or you can learn more than I did. So I'm a person that likes to share information, no matter how good or bad it is. I never really thought of myself as a teacher, but I keep feeling spirit say,
and you've been told that message for so long.
And teach. So it's like talk. Yeah. So it's like talk. So now that I'm actually doing, and I've been invited on a couple of episodes of a lot of some people's podcasts who want me to be a guest on their show, and it's like, girl,
you have
your
this.
mic, talk. Like there's things people need to hear. So we can have certain, listen, y'all want to do this? I'm down. Just know that I'm in, and no matter what, y'all want to go, y'all want to learn more about the zodiac, about crystals, y'all want to go into what actual reading looks like or feels like, or whatever. It could be life shit, because I've been doing this shit for years before I even had the titles. The titles just came later when I finally was able to put the pieces to the puzzle together. So to teach people things, I've been a life coach.
The titles came once you claimed it.
Fucking people. They grew underneath me.
Yeah.
Both my siblings are phenomenal fucking people.
Those titles came once you claimed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! Get
That's when they came.
Angel, you got to write down your quotes. Where's your notepad? Because you know what? Angel has a tattoo on his arm that I cannot get out of my brain.
Oh,
And it's like maybe that was a message for me in that too. Like, you're not there anymore.
I am greater than I was, for those of you who don't know what it says.
Right. I'm greater than what I was. It means the person that I was before, I'm no longer that. So, listen, I'm down. Let me know. Because the next time y'all see me, I'm
Yo,
going to
bro,
mic now.
bro,
Now,
bro.
I got to get me a mic.
No, my mic's sitting right here. And I'm sitting here like, yeah.
I need me a bike. I'm about to start thinking. I need me a bike. I gotta get a bike. I gotta get me a mic and a cube.
Come on, bro. Yo,
Yeah,
bro,
I love that
bro,
Rubik's
get off me,
Cube.
get off me.
So
He's all over me, bro.
look at Simba. Wow.
I love Simba. Simba's awesome.
I'm also a Reiki master. I wear a lot of hats. You know what's been happening? Animals have been wilding out around me. Not wilding out, but they get super attached to me recently.
Oh, really?
It's so weird.
Stop.
Like, where I'm talking about
Stop.
random animals. I create products. So I have a candle called Manifest That Shit that's been getting some good reviews. I can't wait for my reviews to come in. People have been telling me like, "Yo, shit is shaving. What did you do?"
Yo, your Etsy shop, right?
Yes, my Etsy shop is called Key Essentials. It is now open for your spiritual tools, and your spiritual tools are just products to help you on your journey to make things a bit easier. So there'll be things that you can wear to protect you. I do have a natural skincare line coming out. Protection jewelry. I consider myself a bruja, which means that I am an
Skincare line. Yeah, let me know about that.
Yes, I'm a
You got my number.
samples. Yes.
You got my number.
Absolutely. I'm gonna send you guys some stuff. So yeah, because we as people we need to do better all around. We need balance, physically, mentally, spiritually.
For real.
Let's get this. Let's do all of it. But yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a fun episode.
I had my phone.
Dope shit.
I hope it's
I hope you learned
insightful to
something.
someone somewhere, even if it's one person.
I hope.
As long as it's one person,
That's it.
We did a good job. But regardless, it was still fun to record this. Is there any closing statements that you want to leave for the people? I guess what it is that you do, socials, whatever comes to mind.
Once again, my name is Keys, and I am a psychic medium. I am spiritually inclined and intuitive, and pulling cards is what I do. But for anybody listening to this message, just know you're not alone. Like, you don't have to experience anything alone. And sometimes it's helpful to speak to somebody that's not within your family, or just to reach out to somebody that you. Just to reach out. Just reach out. You don't have to be to me, because I'm not for everybody. But reach out to somebody just to know that you are not alone. You don't have to experience life alone. If you want to reach out to me, you can find me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, and I'm on TikToks as well. Intuitive.keys. Intuitive.keys on Instagram, and I'm just Intuitive Keys on the TikTok. So yeah, you guys can book me. I'm a Reiki master. I work with energy healing. I'm an energy healer. So yeah, however I can help somebody, let's work.
And if you don't know how to spell, it's INTUITIVE .keys. I got y'all.
That's y'all. That's right. I got how to spell.
I appreciate you spending your night with us for this past hour and 45 minutes.
No doubt.
Great getting to talk. Great getting to vibe. I hope everyone enjoyed the episode. And yeah, as always, it's your boy Angel. And we will see you next week.
We out.
Deuces.